we're going to solve by graphing. Right now I'm going to give you an example that works. It's a somewhat difficult problem. This one's somewhat difficult, I believe, because the numbers are not pretty. So let's get a graph going here. All right, so what are the steps to graph again? Let's just recap that. Find the axis of symmetry. What is the formula for axis of symmetry, please? What is that? Negative b over 2a. And then we're going to plug that in to find the vertex. All right, after you found the vertex, you need to find the y-intercept and reflect. That's right, good job. All right, so let's write this problem down. Let's take a look. This problem, we're going to do number 2 on your paper. Number 2, because I believe that one to be more difficult. Number 2, we've got an equation that says 0 equals x squared plus 7x plus 6. Does everyone understand that this part of it, that's the parabola? The question is saying, when does the parabola hit 0? Do you guys get that that's solving? Because solving, what are all the synonyms for solving? Yeah, what else? X-intercepts, roots, zeros, solutions. So when we find the solutions, we're finding the zeros. Does this make sense? That's why we have to make sure it equals 0. So that's what we want to do. Now, if I subtract 6 on both sides, like if I try to do this algebraically, this is the point we do this, right? Because it's going to, right now you don't have any tools to solve this. Tomorrow we're going to work on solving this algebraically. But right now when I subtract 6, like I don't know what to do with. I have 2 x's, don't I? That would be difficult to deal with. I have an x squared and an x, and it's difficult to deal with. So right now we're going to attempt to graph this thing. And when you graph this thing, we follow those steps. And those steps are negative b over 2a. So we're going to find the axis of symmetry. That's 7 divided by negative b. Negative 7 divided by 2 times 1. And you get negative 3.5. So let's everybody find negative 3.5 on your x-axis. And that's going to be the axis of symmetry. So negative 1, 2, 3.5. It's pretty clear that that is approximately negative 3.5. Hopefully yours is a little better than mine. All right, and now, what do you do with that? Well, once you find the axis of symmetry, you plug it in to find the vertex. So you're going to take this negative 3.5 right here and shove it in there and shove it in there for x. Does that make sense for everybody? So let's do that. That looks like this on your calculator. You have to put it in parentheses. And what did you get when you guys plugged that in? Who got an answer when you plugged that in? Disagree or agree? So the y value is negative 6.25. So that means our vertex, everybody, what's the vertex then? The vertex is negative 3.5, negative 6.25. Okay, so we're going to find that. Or you just sort of get a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.25. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.25. Get a decent feel for where that vertex is. Next up, what do we do? Next up, what do we do? What's the next step, Greg? Find the y-intercept, which is 6. It's always the c value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you reflect it. When you reflect it, you have to go over, looks like we went over 3.5 here. So we're going to go over 3.5 here. So that's the half. Now we go 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And it should be at 6 as well, because parabolas are symmetrical. Now I'm going to try this new tool out. Tell me what you think. If you think it stinks, we won't do it. I missed. Oh, that's not the tool I wanted. Well, never mind. We're not going to do it. Oh, it's fading away. This is the one I wanted, I think. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, so this parabola, if you kind of make it fit the shape of the parabola here. And if you make it hit these points, what do you think? Remember, the goal is to solve, so we're looking for what again? X-intercepts. What do you think the x-intercepts are? Where are they? Somebody go up and point to them, please. Point to on the Gary. Model it out here. Where is it? There and there. Those spots are our x-intercepts. Approximately, what do you guys think those are? What are the zeros here? About, what do you guys think? I'm not gonna say it's exactly 1, but maybe it's pretty close. I'll just put it. I'll put -1, comma 0, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. -6.5, I think. Based on my graph. Now, do you think that these are actual answers or estimates? These are approximations. Estimates. Why are they estimates? Tell me all the reasons why they're estimates. Because what? Why is it not perfect? Right, I mean, like, it was humanly graphed, right? We're all not, nobody's perfect in here, and so it's tough to draw that exactly, right? If we got our graphing calculator involved, do you think we'd do a little better? Yeah, we will talk about that eventually. But these are decent estimates. How can we check to see how close we are? And this is all we're doing. We're done after this. How do we check to see if we're right? Yeah, let's do one check. Check by plugging in -1 right now. So everybody plug in -1, square it, add 7 times -1, add 6, and see if it's right. Oh my gosh, it is 0. So this one is not an estimate anymore, is it? That one's not an estimate, is it? Does that make sense for everybody? Let's try the next one. What are we going to plug in? So we're just using our calculator, -6.5 squared, 7 times -6.5. And Connor, do you have a graphing calculator or a calculator that will do this? Okay, does anybody have a graphing calculator or a calculator that will do this? That one, what did you get? 2.75. That means at -6.5, it's a little bit higher. It's up here. So what do you guys think? Do you think the answer is less than? Yeah, it's gonna be closer to 0. So actually, it's bigger. Well, no, it's bigger. Well, it's to the right. It's confusing because it's that way. It's to the right. We have to go like more towards 0, so it's a smaller negative. So does that make sense? So the answer actually, guys, I'll tell you right now, the answer is actually -6. Okay, if you guess -6, you guess accurately, but we're done with that. These are not supposed to be perfect. These are just estimates.